My name is Dr. Randy Schrader, and I have developed the 12 C's for edifying, building up your marriage relationship to help your marriage become even happier and more satisfying for the two of you. This video will focus on communicating, and my synonym for communicating is connecting, because that's what happens when you effectively communicate with one another. You connect, and more importantly, you connect your hearts together and you make that heart connection. We are always communicating, and in fact, I'm going to use a double negative and say we cannot not communicate, because even silence is a form of communicating. It's a negative form of communication, saying you're not special enough to me to talk with you, but we are always communicating in our marriage relationships, and so we're either connecting with our spouses or we are not connecting with our spouses. Words are like seeds. If we plant seeds in a field, many seeds, we're going to reap a great crop. If we plant few seeds, then our crop will be very slim. Likewise, we communicate a lot of words with our spouses, then we're going to sow a connection and have a good crop, if you will, in terms of the heart connection with our spouse. I think a key question to ask your mate is, how would you like to improve the communication between the two of us? And that's a question that you could discuss together. Talking is sharing, but listening is caring. And so what really counts is attentive listening when we have that communication going on with our spouse. Be fully committed to listen with your eyes, your body, your facial expression. Keep in mind that when we communicate, our words only 7% of our message. 38% of our message is tone of voice, 55% is our body language, and so 93% of our message comes through our tone of voice and body language, and even our facial expressions. The average person has nearly 250,000 facial expressions, so we need to make sure that we value our spouse when we listen to them by making that good eye contact. Be interested in your spouse. Make sure that you don't just share your feelings, your thoughts, your ideas, but you ask questions. In fact, often it's good to ask 2 questions consecutively to make sure that you are interested in what your spouse is feeling and thinking. Speak the truth in love when you have hurts and disappointments to share with your spouse. Open communication is good. Totally open communication can actually hurt your marriage, because that totally open communication can be vicious and brutal at times. If you have difficulty sharing your feelings, use the 4 rhyming words: sad, mad, bad, glad, to talk about what is going on within you and to open up to your spouse and make that good heart connection. Finally, I would suggest you develop good communication patterns. Try to determine days of the week where you can communicate with one another. What times of each day open up the possibility for a good heart connection. And then always remember the 3 special words: I love you. We cannot say I love you enough. Communicate our feelings to our spouse on a daily basis. I hope these ideas help you in the area of communication. God's richest blessings upon your marriage.